the possibility that dreams from long ago may still come true, even if they look lost forever.
What's good, y'all? Ayezo back with another video. Hope y'all doing well out there. So today I'm coming at y'all with a quick reaction video. It's titled 365 Days of No Weed. My Life Isn't the Same, by some guy named Mike Hanna or Hana, whatever the case. This video popped up on my recommended, so I'm gonna check it out. Y'all know how I do checking out, quitting weed videos, people, how their life changed and the benefits, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna react to it together. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. If you're new, subscribe, check out my quitting weed playlist down below in the description. Like this video, get this video in the algorithm. Let's get right into it, y'all.
Was me. But in the last year, this was me. But in the last year, this all completely changed. So how did I quit, and why did I use weed to run away from my problems for 4 years of my life? Well, the story starts in 2016 when I was moving to a small college town to start a 4-year degree. So I had just moved into a single room, literally not knowing anyone at all. Actually, I didn't know anyone on the entire college campus. So I tried to make the best of the scenario. I attempted to make friends.
That's funny because I'm actually thinking about moving like next year, 2024, to, a state that I know nobody inside of. So it's crazy how this video done popped up, but yeah, I'm actually considering that right now. Y'all gonna see in the future, what state it's gonna be and how the journey goes. But like, I'm really I've been thinking about it a lot the past few weeks about moving to this certain state where I know nobody at all, just to start a new chapter, just grow. I feel like if I put myself inside an uncomfortable, city or state, I'm just going to be forced to just grow, But that's besides the point. Let's get right into this video.
But after a couple of months, I was hit with the hard truth. I felt completely alone. So what did I do? I took up a new hobby of smoking weed. It was an easy, surefire way to make myself feel better. Boo frickin' who? We get it. You have problems. Are you gonna help me with my problems though? What about those, huh? Don't worry, I got you covered. We're gonna learn exactly how to break your bad habits, and I've even got a little bonus tip at the end that's my personal favorite. How does that sound? Fine, just make it quick. Where were we? Oh yeah, then it started to get worse and I became dependent on it. So it became once a week, then twice a week, then 3 times a week, and finally every single night. So this all led to a downward spiral in my life. Fast forward to second year and I was now moving in with a couple friends.
That's how I usually go, When you first smoke weed, it ain't like it's gonna become like a daily thing at the moment, but like over the first few weeks, first few months, you're gonna find yourself doing it more and more and more. That's how it was with me. It didn't become an addiction overnight. It happened over probably like a year or so. First I started doing it off with just my friends, but then over time I just started doing it, by myself, which made it more accessible, which made me do it more and more, knowing that I ain't gotta wait for somebody else to come pull up or bring it to me or, vibe with me. Like, I'm gonna just do it by myself. That made me do it more and more,
Friends, coincidentally 2 of us smoked the second every single night. So this all led to a downward spiral in my life. Fast forward to second year and I was now moving in with a couple friends. Coincidentally 2 of us smoked, so we decided to invest.
It's no coincidence, you attract your tribe. No coincidence.
In a piece of glass. That is a really big mistake. We thought it was going to be cheaper, but it just made things way easier and went from every single day to multiple times a day. Which led me to think, what are habits? Habits are automatic behaviors that make up more than 40% of your daily life. And the reason they've become automatic is because learning takes a crap ton of energy. So instead of having to relearn every single thing, our brains have evolved to be able to store these repetitive behaviors in sequences. First we have the cue, this triggers the habit. Then we have the action or the behavior. And then finally we have the reward, the candy at the very end. Once again, got it, but I want my damn bonus tip. Hurry up. So yeah, I was in the degree that I hated and used weed to run away from my problems. But there was a silver lining in all of this. I specifically chose this business program because in third year, everyone went on a semester abroad, and off to Belgium I went. Thank God my life was finally taking a turn for the better. I got to travel all of Europe with amazing people and finally do what I wanted to be doing, making YouTube videos. But best of all, this meant that I stopped smoking. This was a blessing in disguise because of friction. I was in a new country that I didn't speak the language at all, Flemish. I didn't want to deal with sketchy dealers, and the substance was illegal here. And during my time there, I figured out that this is exactly what I wanted to be doing. But that didn't matter at all because the semester came to a close faster than I would have liked. I came home and fell right back into bad habits. The same environment, the same shitty habits. It was my final year.
That's one reason why I would not move back to my home city, hometown, whatever the case. I wouldn't move back because I feel like it's only going to make me revert back to my old self. I'd rather, I've already moved from, my hometown to a new city in Virginia. But I'd rather just keep moving forward to new cities or states and, continuously learning new things, meeting new people, growing, instead of going back to where I came from and just seeing the same old, you know what I'm saying? So I see what he's saying about how he moved back to his hometown, whatever, after the semester ended or whatever the case. And he instantly reverted back to old habits, which was smoking weed. And moving to a new city, new state, bro, I'm telling you, that's one of the best ways to change your life because you're not seeing the same old people, the same old stores, same old food. You seeing new people, new food, new stores, you know what I'm saying? You just embracing a change, you know what I'm saying? You get out your comfort zone,
Year before getting shipped off to reality, and honestly, I had nothing to show for myself. This was literally my lowest point. And you better well believe that I came home and fell right back into bad habits. The same environment, the same shitty habits. It was my final year before getting shipped off to reality, and honestly, I had nothing to show for myself. This was literally my lowest point. And you better well believe that I made sure I knew that by giving myself a mental beatdown on the daily. But to get out of the slump, first I had to figure out where I was actually going wrong. So then the question becomes, what's the best way to actually figure our existing habits out? There are two tried and true methods, and their ability to actually work are going to be dependent on whether you actually do them or not.
I'm gonna just guess and say the first one is meditation, because that's what worked for me, but let's see what he got to say.
I personally thought they were very bullshit in the beginning, but after actually doing them, they worked. The first one is meditation.
I never seen this video, I never seen this dude, but I just know how much meditation allowed me to become aware of what I'm thinking, what I'm speaking, the habits I got. I'm not surprised that's a first tip, bro. I'm really not surprised at all.
Is your ability to actually be aware of all the various stimuli that you're experiencing in any given moment. Think your smell, your touch, your sight, your thoughts, and your emotions. This last one is very important. The second one is journaling. This comes from James Clear. He's the habit guy, and he recommends to basically track every single thing you do throughout the day. Once you're actually measuring stuff, then you can actually manage and figure out where all of your time is going. By the way, all of this right here is not real. It's catnip. YouTube, please don't demonetize me. See, even when I tried to make something of my circumstances, my cravings would just pull me in. And when I was under the influence, it was literally impossible to get anything done. Even though I'd always tell myself otherwise. Oh, you can work high, you're more creative, or oh, you can go exercise, you'll get a better pump. Now, it doesn't work like that. And instead of taking action on what I wanted, literally making these videos right here, I just completely procrastinated and told myself, oh, watching self-improvement videos on YouTube is productive and getting me closer to my goal. When in reality, the most important thing I just needed to do was take action. At this point, I needed things to change. So what did I do? I literally started picking stuff up and throwing shit at the wall because I needed change ASAP. And here's a whole arsenal of stuff so you can start doing the exact same thing with your bad habits. So for starters, figure out your cue. I personally found that it was either something emotional, social pressure, or an object in my environment. Number two, eliminate those cues from your existence. And better yet, replace them with the cue for an existing habit that you already have. Next up, we want to add as much friction as possible to our bad habits and then eliminate, so make it as easy as possible to do our good habits. Then I want to remind you that change happens in waves. It's not just going to be like smooth sailing right to your destination. There's going to be ups and downs, so please be kind to yourself and just stay patient and consistent. And finally, the one that worked for me in this specific scenario with my addiction was finding a stronger why. So figuring out, why did I want to change? What did I actually want to become? And why did I need to...
Your why is so important if you want to make a big change inside your life. He talked a lot about being uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? But one thing that I did was eliminated or removed people from around me that I was comfortable around. You know what I'm saying? Like same old friends I grew up with, same old cousins. I kind of just separated myself, put myself inside of an uncomfortable space of just me by myself, my own thoughts and what I should do for myself. And while I was spending all this time by myself, I figured out my why, like why I have to continue on this journey of quitting weed, or why I have to continue to better my life. You know what I'm saying? But it all started with me putting myself inside of an uncomfortable environment, not around the same people, doing the same things. And yeah, I just started asking myself some deep questions like, why must you make this change? Why you must keep going? Why are you doing this in the first place? You know what I'm saying? So all that, bruh, is very important. Making yourself uncomfortable and figuring out your why. That's very good tips right there.
Need to take action right now. And it hit me smack in the face. It was December at this point, 5 months away from graduation, and my why came in the form of an idea called memento mori. Remember that you must die. See, it taught me the meaning of life. We don't really know how many more tomorrows we have. We always just assume that it's to infinity, but you don't know how much more time you have to chase that dream and to do the things that you've really wanted to do. But paired with this is an approach to make better life decisions. So I want you to visualize something for me. Imagine that you're 80 years old, in the hospital, on your deathbed, and you're thinking back towards your entire life, from your very first moments up to right now. And through those eyes, you can look back to where you currently are and the problem you're facing, and ask yourself, would I regret not doing X? And for me, it was, would I regret not traveling the world? Or would I regret not taking YouTube seriously? And the answer immediately...
Dang, bro, that's two questions I've asked myself over the past 5 years, bro. Would I regret not... Throat dry. But nah, I done asked myself plenty of times, would I regret not traveling the world? And also YouTube, obviously, which I'm doing. But yeah, man, you should definitely ask yourself, like, if I was on my deathbed in the next few years, what's a few things I for sure want to make sure I get done? A few things I want to make sure that I see. And yeah, figure out a plan and get those things done, because you never really know, like he just said.
It was an astounding yes. Therefore, or would I regret not taking YouTube seriously? And the answer immediately was an astounding yes. Therefore, I knew what I had to do. See, after this realization, weed wasn't on my mind as often anymore. I had a stronger drive and bigger fish to fry. So first I had to solve my money problem. I tried dropshipping stores, coaching, and finally landed upon UI UX. I then worked my ass off for 9 months, 7 days a week, and I continued doing this until September, when I was finally able to move back to Europe, and I was able to have a fresh start for my life. And I kept working on these YouTube videos, and that's where I am today. And by the way, I'm not trying to say that like weed is the devil and you should never do it ever again, but it's that figure out a way that works best for you, that you can actually have it in moderation and enjoy it, instead of letting it completely take over your life like it did for me.
Y'all know I made the quitting weed videos for a long time now, so I see why he made that little last clip, bro. It's because the stoners always want to attack people who are promoting quitting weed or not smoking weed, or, you know, a weed addiction. Like, they always want to come attack you. So I see why he said that. So that's why I had to laugh at that, bro, because they just come in waves, bro. Like, who said weed is bad? Nobody ever died from weed. Oh, it's just you, it ain't weed. Like, bro, let me just document my experience and motivate, inspire, inform people who are going through similar things, you know what I'm saying? But they want to just come and attack you. So I see why he said that little clip at the end right there.
For me. And finally, for the bonus tip, this thing is freaking awesome, and for someone that doesn't like to rely on willpower, because willpower never wins, it'll always run out. I like to systemize things. So anything that I don't want to be consuming, I can put it in this locked box, and when it's in here, there's no possible way of opening it. It's an awesome little trick. There will be a link down below if you...
Couldn't you just go get some more? Yeah, I don't know about that last tip, you know. Yeah, willpower gonna have to be what it is. But yeah, to each his own. Maybe that worked for him. Maybe y'all can comment down below. Let me know if that worked for y'all. But yeah, anyways, y'all comment y'all thoughts on this video. Like this video, subscribe if you're new, and I'm gonna holler at y'all on the next one, man. Peace out.